In 1928, in a cafe in Paisley, Scotland, a friend of a Miss Donahue bought her a drink. To her shock and subsequent gastroenteritis, it so happened that her bottle of ginger beer contained the decomposed earthly remains of a snail, something she noticed after drinking part of the liquid. She therefore sued the maker, Mr. Stevenson, for negligence, arguing that he had a duty to take care that his products would not injure the health of anyone who would consume them. 3 years later, the case gave some stomach ache to the judges of the House of Lords. They had to decide not on the facts, that remained unproven but accepted as true, but on several issues, the main one being whether Donahue had indeed a cause of action. Indeed, the common law was mostly mute about the tort of negligence, which led the Lords to take a trip down the case law, referring to a number of decisions, some of them having a remote bearing, or none at all, on the case at hand. Indeed, most of these were based on the fact that a contract existed between the parties. However, Donahue, not having bought the ginger beer herself, had no such relation with the shopkeeper, even less so with the maker Stevenson. Hence, contract law was irrelevant. So did Stevenson have in fact a duty to the end consumer to reasonably ensure that his products were innocuous? According to the majority Lords Atkin, Thinkerton and Macmillan, yes indeed. Lord Atkin adding that it was in accordance with sound common sense, and also with what was to become known as the neighbour principle, which is, you must not injure your neighbour, who, in law, is not defined by mere physical proximity, but by the establishment of a close and direct relation. Which is just what Stevenson did with his consumers by bottling his ginger beer in such a way that its content could not be tampered with, nor be inspected before it reached whoever would actually drink it. Lord Macmillan added that a principle which would lead to an unreasonable and unjust result could not be the common law.